Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. And this is what we've been waiting for on Big Brother 21.
Hey, David's back.
I'm back. Oh, I'm back first. Hi. Yes. Thank you again to Jolene for filling in for me. What a fun episode. You two had fun together, huh?
We did. It was very fun to have her.
Yes. Yeah.
We're very happy to have you back.
I'm back. And I'm so happy because Grateful was not in control on Sunday's episode, which we are going to recap for you guys.
Yes, let's go through Sunday's episode and then we'll talk about the spoilers from this weekend.
Right. So it starts with the fallout from the flip vote and Cliff winning the battle back, and Grateful is like on damage control, well really undeniable, is on damage control with Nick and Bella and Sam because they were not in on the flip vote, and it's just great to see that division, right?
Oh, yeah. People scrambling.
Yes.
People upset.
Oh my, yeah.
The one person who's ecstatic is Nicole. She had an adorable DR.
She did,
I love her. She was legitimately surprised that she was being kept.
I know.
Of course, Jackson's all like, it was a plan.
Right.
Oh,
I got your back.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, Jackson is kind of doing a good job of like staying in everybody's ear and like trying to, you know, smooth things out with everybody. Yeah. He's doing his best.
There are a lot of people who think that he is their friend. But yeah, what was interesting was that Bella came on real strong.
So strong.
Which is a choice. Because if I were blindsided, I'd be like, oh, they're not working with me anymore.
They're not my friends.
And I might be like, what happened, guys?
Yeah.
But then I'd like back up and just start reevaluating.
Listen, like I would be on the hunt for information.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, how dare you, but because you're not in a position of power now.
No.
Obviously, you've just been betrayed. And Nick and Bella were both coming on real strong for...
Why would you guys do this? Why?
Yeah.
I thought we were...
Why wouldn't you just tell us?
Not voting together. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, because they're not working with you?
Yeah, and it's like, you're on the bottom now, like, you gotta change this strategy a little bit and just be like, so guys, like, tell me what happened. Like, you know, you kind of have to almost be apologetic. Like, I'm so sorry that, like, we weren't on the same page. Like, what did I do wrong? Like, you gotta hunt for information, but if you come at people, they're gonna like put up a wall, and that's sort of what happens because then Jack and Bella are going at it, which was great to see.
So good. And
it just was fun to see a different dynamic in the house finally.
Right. Then we go to the HOH competition.
And it continues, right?
Watching Nick host this, though, was hilarious.
Yeah.
He is like, this day is not going well. Here we are. This is the HOH competition. I'm not going to be competing.
Yeah, right.
That part was fun.
That was fun. But it comes down to like a few 6-shooters and Cliff towards the end. And I'm like, if Cliff doesn't win this thing, like I do not want the 6-shooters to be in power.
We dodged a bullet, guys. We really did. What was interesting about this competition, though, is that 2 people were going to be eliminated each round.
Yeah.
So it's like, boom, done. And you see real quickly, like, either you're the last 2 to answer.
Or you're wrong.
Or if you got it wrong, some people didn't even have to chime in.
Yeah.
Because a couple people get it wrong, and it's like, oh, okay, those people are already out. And you're like,
oh, great.
Okay,
I didn't
still
even
in this?
try to answer that one. Yeah.
But like you said.
And then it comes down to Jack and Cliff at the end. And I'm like, Jack is too good at these things. He's like always in the final 2, it seems. He is so good at these comps, which makes him a huge threat. People need to get him out. But thank God Cliff won the HOH, which was just another like, great, okay, I can watch this episode. Like, this is actually fun.
I was very excited to see it all play out. I mean, what a night Cliff had.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Evicted.
Oh my God.
Wins himself back in to the game.
Yeah.
And then wins HOH within a matter of hours.
Yeah. The very bottom to the very top.
The question is now, like, is he a comp beast? Or was this crazy adrenaline from being blindsided?
I mean, who knows? I think it was crazy adrenaline.
It was probably adrenaline.
But I'm happy about it either way.
Very entertaining. Very entertaining.
Yeah.
And that leads us to his reign and who he's going to nominate.
Well, of course, Nick and Bella are thrilled. This is a really good, I don't know if it's best case scenario for them, probably would have been better if Bella had won, but it's a good scenario for them that Cliff has won because they didn't vote to evict Cliff, right? So they're not necessarily top of his mind as a target. Cliff is targeting the people who just flipped the vote and voted him out of the house. that leads Mickey to sort of hatch this master plan about him going up as a pawn next to Bella, and he has to involve Christy in this plan as well.
I think originally he wanted Nick. Was he saying Bella in the episode? Is that what it was?
I thought it was Bella in the episode.
Either one. So what we love though is that they're scrambling, right?
Yeah.
Cliff wins HOH. This is the first time that they are like, what do we do? This isn't the way it was supposed to go down. Oh my gosh. We thought we were evicting him.
Yep.
And Mickey has this, I can't believe I just called him Mickey. I have been really sticking strong to Jackson. He has this sort of like, I gotta save the day complex thing. Right. He is like, I will fall on the sword kind of guy. Yeah. And so he immediately is like, how do I fix this for my alliance? And he says to Christy, like, if they put up, well, the whole group is trying to be like, we'll convince Cliff to put up Nick and Bella. We have to. We just have to convince him to put up Nick and Bella.
Right.
And then Jackson's like, well, only one of them has to go up. Then I go up. Yeah. I win the veto. Christy will use your power
of veto.
Yeah.
Yes.
So he's got this whole concoction. He does lay it on Cliff. It has to involve Christy explaining her power to Cliff.
Right.
Everyone in the house knows about her power.
Every single person, it seems, at this point. The one part I did love about this whole part of the show was when Cliff, you know, Jackson, like, lays out this pitch, and he's feeling so smooth and good about himself, and then Cliff's DR is like, I am not fooled by Jackson. I am not intimidated by Jackson. And I was like, yes, Cliff, even if this is only 1 week and then it's back to normal, this has been a great episode so far.
What I really did love about Cliff's mission, it wasn't like, Nick and Bella, I'm with you. I mean, Nick had just put Cliff on the block.
Yeah.
Like, that was his original target.
Right.
So it wasn't necessarily that, but it was like, hey, I know who is in charge here. Who has the numbers in this house?
Right.
It was 8, but you 2 on the outs. Now it's 6.
Exactly.
So I'm gonna take you 2 on the outs.
Right.
And these other random people who have been put on the block over and over again. And he said, he was like, if you've been on the block before, you're not going on the block right now.
Yep.
Like, he was almost like, I'm gonna save you guys.
He was like, I'm seeing some new faces on that nomination wall. And I think he realizes, like, you're not gonna form lifelong bonds with these people in like one afternoon, right? But we got to do what we can to like gather a little loose coalition, even if it's only for 1 week. We got to try to make something happen. And if that means recruiting the guy who just put me on the block and sort of indirectly got me evicted, like, so be it, because I got to somehow break up this 6. Like, that is crucial.
Yes. And he was fairly honest about it in each of his one-on-ones, because he did do one-on-ones with everybody.
They were so good.
And when you say to like a Tommy and a Holly, I just, you know, it's numbers. I gotta look at where the numbers are, and I gotta break up those numbers. There's not a lot you could say back to that. You're like, okay, I see, okay.
Right, and there's just a lot of like, well, Cliff, truly, like, I respect you so much, and like,
good guy, you're a good guy.
Like, what you have done in this game so far is just so brilliant. Like, Jack may have been the biggest BSer of everybody, but even like a Tommy's like, I would love to get to a place in this game where we could work together. Like, everybody is like, their noses are so brown because they are kissing up to Cliff so much, because they're all just so desperate, and that's what's been so great about this episode. I'm just maybe rating a little bit too much about this episode, but it was just so fun to see Grateful play individually. They all have to have a one-on-one and kind of try to play their own game, whereas all season long we've just seen them in this big group, you know, like, so happy that they're always in power and they get to do whatever they want. So it was very entertaining and new.
This was day 31 when Cliff puts up his nominations, and I think we're so excited because it was the first good day in BB21.
It's been a month, people.
So
the noms are Jack and Mickey, and it really was so satisfying to see those faces come up on the nomination wall.
And it was satisfying also that they didn't fully know it was going to be the two of them.
Yep.
Jackson thought he was probably going to go up as a pawn, but Jack didn't think it was him.
No.
Christy kept, of course, being paranoid it was going to be her, but no one really fully knew it would be Jack and Jackson, and so yeah, baby,
yes,
that happened.
Yeah, and I also think it was like, I mean, it's a combo that makes sense. Like they definitely have a strong bromance in the house.
They're
but like
a duo. Mm-hmm.
all the talk was the couples, and the couples are Jack and Annalise, Holly and Jackson, and Christy and Tommy. So I think their heads were there, like those were the possible combos.
But
maybe.
Jack and Jackson are also a duo.
They are.
They are
sure.
a couple.
Yeah. So it was a great move, and like Cliff took his shot, which was like amazing to see. Like someone is playing Big Brother right now, and I love that. So that's how Sunday's episode ends.
That's how it ends. So let's get into spoilers.
Spoilers.
Now this is where we bring it down a notch.
Okay. So Cliff was like going 100 miles an hour, right?
New sheriff in town.
Yeah, right.
Taking shots.
Pew pew, right?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, I'm out of bullets.
Ooh.
Yikes. So the veto happens, right? Is that where we start?
Yeah, okay, well I guess we have to start with the veto ceremony where they pick names.
Yes, because
Jack did burn his power.
he did.
To redraw those names.
I can't wait to see this.
Yeah, obviously we haven't seen it. We'll see it on Wednesday's episode, how it actually goes down.
Yeah.
But I feel like it mostly had to do with the fact that Sam's name was drawn.
And Sam is like a veto beast, right?
Yeah.
So like huge risk that Sam's gonna win it and not use it.
Yeah, let's redraw those names. We don't want Sam playing veto.
Well.
Guess what?
Sam's
name still drawn.
Yeah.
So we can maybe say it was slightly better because he did get a couple of other people on his team to play.
Right.
So he shot his shot, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
So they go to play it though.
Mm-hmm.
And Jackson wins.
Jackson, okay.
Well, this is interesting.
Yeah.
When we come back and realize Jackson has that medal around his neck, you think, okay, what does this do for us? We know Jackson's going to take himself off the block, obviously.
We know this.
But in Jackson's mind, he was only on the block for Christy to use her power and allow him to save the renom.
Right. This was part of his whole plan from the beginning is that he would be on the block, he would win veto, and then Christy would use her power and he would put up Nick or Bella, presumably. So it's all sort of going according to his plan.
The edit makes it look like this is all going as his plan.
Yeah.
And that's not the case, though.
No.
Cliff was gonna put him up because Cliff wanted to put him up.
Yes.
And Christy was like, I don't want to use my power for Jackson. She actually got more annoyed with him the more he talked about it. Because she was like, not your power, dude.
Right.
My power. Don't force me to use it. If I'm not in danger, why am I going to use it now and then be in danger next week and not have it?
Yeah.
You know how Christy is. She like gets crazy.
Yeah. She gets worked up.
She's all worked up. She doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
And she had said at some point to Tommy, like, maybe I would use it to save Jack. Because that's who she's aligned with.
Yeah.
She's not so aligned with Jackson, and now he's annoying her. She was like, I'm not yet necessarily using it to save him. So now we have Jackson as the veto winner. Is she going to use it?
Is she going to use it? Well,
what is she going to do?
She needs to talk to Cliff about it, right?
That's what she thinks she should do. If she's going to use it, she needs the HOH to be okay with it.
Yeah.
And I think partially she was hoping that she wasn't going to have to use it.
Yeah, she's like, I gotta talk to Cliff. She's like stalling, essentially. Like, okay, Jackson, but like, let me talk to Cliff. And she's like, I gotta figure out a way to get out of this because I do not want to use this for Jackson.
Yeah.
So she goes to Cliff and he kind of realizes, like, I took a swing and I missed, right? Jackson won the veto and now I've got to put up a replacement nom. And he's in a really tricky position here, but he chooses to try to use this opportunity to make a deal with Christy for safety.
Yes. Ultimately, he says, girl, why do you use your power for someone else? You should save it for yourself.
Save it.
You want to put Bella up? She's all like, Bella's toxic. She gotta go. That's who I would want to be renamed as the new nominee. And Cliff's like, then fine.
Okay.
Look, you give me safety. If I do this for you, you promise me that you won't put me up for a couple weeks. Then I'll go ahead. I'll nominate Bella on the block.
You don't have to use it.
And you don't have to use your power.
So you get to save your power. I'm naming the nominee that you want to be named, and you're giving me safety for a couple of weeks.
Okay, this is where we play that music that goes
like,
okay, I get it. Cliff did swing hard, and we have to remember that He is the only person who's done it yet.
Yeah.
We cannot take that away from him.
Yep.
Remember that really exciting day we were just talking about? Let's not forget that.
I know it's over, but it still happened.
He didn't continue to keep swinging hard.
Yeah.
I know we want him to either be like, what I wanted him to say was, oh, I hear you, Christy. I mean, I'd hate for you to use your power for somebody else, but like, I get it.
If you
feel like you need to do that, go right ahead. No, I will not be upset with you.
No hard feelings.
I still want to work with you.
Yeah.
Like, so you do whatever you need to do and know that I support you.
Right.
Then she uses it, puts Bella up, fine. If we lose Bella, like whatever.
Whatever, the power's flushed.
But she flushed her power.
Yeah.
Make her make that decision, and then if she says, no, I'm not going to do it, you go ahead and put up whoever you want to put up.
Right.
That's what I wish.
Well.
What a lot of other people wish. Because he said, okay, I'll do this. Then they say, lie, Cliff, lie.
Yeah.
They say, she's not going to use it. And then during the veto meeting, be like, haha, on you.
Yeah.
I was just kidding. And then he throws up whoever he wants anyway.
Yeah.
But I think that's way too risky.
I think Cliff, he made a big move, and he didn't want to make an even bigger move because he was just evicted, right? So if he keeps like swinging at these people in the house who are in power, they're going to come after him next week. So I think he was like, ooh, like feeling a little sheepish, like this did not work. So now I need to like step back and kind of fade into the shadows a little bit and not ruffle the feathers of these people any more than I already have.
Right. If he sort of cuts his losses and says, hey guys, didn't work out.
Yeah.
Just
no
a
hard
game.
feelings. I had to try.
Then he can kind of be below Nick and Bella and Sam.
Right.
Like, they're still the targets everyone's talking about. Cliff shot a shot, didn't work out, but he was cool about it.
Right. But like, keep the focus on the division of this group, right? Like, don't make yourself sort of rise above that as a target. I think that's where Cliff is coming from right now. And I don't think he's necessarily wrong, because he still could maybe get out of the way of the like two sides of this former alliance now. Yeah,
I mean, the upsides are he did crack this alliance, and he put an even deeper crack in between Christy and Jackson.
Yeah.
Which means, so now it's no longer an 8, it's a 6, but that 6 is splitting. So I think this HOH overall,
a huge
lovely.
Win. Yeah.
I'm not hating it.
Yeah. And if we lose Bella, great. Frankly, as far as I'm concerned, like, she has been very challenging to watch all season because she's like blown up games that I cared about, and she's like attacked people in I think a really manipulative way. Like, she's not been a very nice player. She's kind of a snake. And so I'm not gonna miss Bella. I don't think she's like the biggest target in the house right now to get out, because everybody knows she's not trustworthy, but like, I'm not gonna miss seeing her on my TV if she goes out of the house this week.
Right, so we should say officially this is what happened at the veto ceremony.
Oh, sure.
Jackson took himself down, Christy did not use her power, Cliff put Bella up as their deal.
Right.
That's what they made, and that is what happened today. So Bella is on the block next to Jack.
Yeah.
And yes, we're all a little annoyed that Cliff didn't do like this ultra sexy move and like really go for it.
Right.
But I am agreeing with you that like he's just not in a place to do that right now.
Yeah. And let's remember that there's still maybe a little baby chance that if the house wanted to do something crazy this week and get Jack out, that might be possible, but it's just a lot of ifs and it's highly unlikely. But let's talk through the scenario, right? Like, let's say a Jess, a Kat, a Nicole, and who's the other person on that side of the house who might vote with him? Like a Sam.
Well, you got Sam and Nick, who would easily vote Jack out to keep Bella.
Oh, yeah.
You've got a Jess and Nicole who could probably be convinced if they knew it was gonna work.
Yeah.
Kat has said flat out, I am not voting Jack out. I am not screwing over my relationship with Jackson and Holly.
Okay.
Like, she made that clear, which is another reason Cliff sort of backed up, is because he didn't have the
He didn't have the numbers, right.
Kat would have had to have been like, yeah, let's do it. And she was like, Now, granted, had he put Kat up, then she wouldn't be the swing vote.
Yeah.
But that's a whole other story. It didn't happen, so here we are.
Right.
So yeah, we would have to have a couple people in the 6 sort of leak that they were willing to do
let
something
Jack go, which
secretly.
Isn't the craziest idea, just because everybody in the house has to know what a threat Jack is. Like, they do know. Nobody's like kidding themselves that he is not like this huge physical competition beast. And I'm just like, maybe Jackson would throw out another hinky vote and make it a tie, and then Cliff could break the tie potentially. And Jackson is in a really weird place right now.
Jackson is in a dark place. This boy is on slop. He no longer can constantly eat. He has broken up with his second girlfriend in the house. He's just not doing well right now.
Right.
And I don't know where his mind is. He could vote for anybody. That is true.
And there are still days before the eviction.
Yes.
Days more of him just eating slop. And
you know what? Also, because he's having such a hard time, he could break that and eat real food and get a penalty. If they took away his vote, that could change a lot of things.
Yeah, definitely.
Also, another thing, so Nick has sort of this defeatist attitude today where he's like, whatever, you guys just handed it to Jack. Jack, why do I even care? Like, get me out now. I don't want to sit here and vote for Jack. Jack's gonna win. Jack's gonna win. Jack, blah, blah, you know, like, that's all he's said today. Now, he may change his tune tomorrow. This might just be reactionary.
Yeah.
But if Christy hears that over and over again, she's the type of person who's going to be like, that's not true. That's not true.
That's not true. And
what?
I'll prove it to you.
Are you kidding me? I'm better than Jack. And then, like, they vote him out. Like, she's the kind of crazy person that might actually be affected by that kind of talk.
Yeah.
And completely change her tune. She changes her tune with the wind.
A lot, yeah.
Yes.
And we've already seen her be very affected by anything Nick says, especially when he's HOH.
Yeah.
So who knows how she's going to react to, you know, this kind of behavior.
Just like the casual commenting of that over and over again could, like, mess with her.
Maybe Nick even knows that and is trying to, like, play on that. I don't know if it's a strategy. He's probably just mad. But
He's just mad.
You never know how what you're saying in the Big Brother house is going to be taken by another person. It could change anything. I'm not holding my breath that it's going to happen, but I think there's potential.
Yeah, I mean, any other season, I'd be like, who knows?
Yeah.
But this season, they kind of have that, you know, little group that click.
They're so tight.
Even though I can see the cracks, I just don't think they're there yet. They've got themselves so worked up about Bella.
Yeah.
And they do that just to convince themselves of anything.
It's this whole mob mentality where they just all focus so much on Bella. And so I think they've all got blinders on. Yeah. And I think that they will stick to the vote. And because they know they can't trust Bella. So they're like, let's just get her out.
And they can't trust Bella.
Yeah.
I mean, has she won anything? No. Has Jack? Yes. Yeah. So it is crazy to think that they're not going to take this opportunity to get Jack out, but they have the numbers. They have the power. Yep. This is what Cliff was trying to break up. This is what we've been talking about for a month now. Yeah. And unfortunately, the longer we go here, the more power they keep, and we see less and less options to break them up.
Yeah, but listen, like Sarah said, there are cracks, and I'm hopeful that maybe there's another wild HOH competition next week that Jack does not win, and hopefully someone on the other side of the house, maybe a Nicole, maybe it's some kind of quiz or something that Nicole could win.
Right.
Fingers crossed.
They did say this week was going to be an endurance competition, and it could be time for the wall, something like that. So I don't know, you know, unfortunately I feel like the Six do have the best people for those kind of comps.
They do. The wall competition favors the short.
The small
and
people.
So you've got like a Christy and a Tommy on that side of the house who could do really well. I bet Tommy could do real well on that wall challenge. So
I don't think Tommy wants to win anything yet.
Yeah.
But he'll stick it out if he has to. I mean, Nick and Sam have to hang on to whatever it is because they in trouble.
Yeah.
Cliff can't play, obviously.
Yeah.
I don't think Nicole would want to win anything yet, but she is not safe. So she might need to.
She might have to win, even though she doesn't want to win.
She might want to win. That might just be me saying that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it was a great one day.
It was!
I am excited to see how the veto plays out on camera. That'll be fun.
You guys, don't give Cliff a hard time. He was our savior for a minute. Don't forget that.
Yeah.
Not everything is going to go perfectly.
Right.
It never does in Big Brother. So just remember that.
And just remember, we hate the Six so much, okay? So we can't hate Cliff too. We can't hate everything.
David, we don't hate anybody.
Yes, I kid. We don't hate anyone. We just strongly dislike
We just support people not in the six. That's what we're saying.
That's what we're saying. Yes, thank you, Sarah, for
You
interpreting.
guys, what do you think about this Cliff HOH? Hey, it's better than Nick's.
Yeah.
He nominated 3 people, they still in the house.
And who do you think is gonna go home this week?
Right? Does Bella have a chance? Or do you even care? Can Bella go home?
Are you even watching anymore? Let us know that.
Thank you again to Jolene
Hello.
for filling in. Go check out her channel if you haven't.
Yes.
Also, like and subscribe to our channel if you haven't.
Yes.
And we will see you next time.
All right, bye.
Bye.